Hello and welcome to the 12 Days of Aries. We are now in day 9, Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is a fire sign, so the ego is going to be pretty strong today. So what is that ego going to look like? What opportunities is the cosmos giving us today in order to transform? We are going to have opportunities to be closed-minded. So of course we want to be open-minded. We want to be open to possibilities that are there that we haven't been able to see yet. And these possibilities most likely will come from someone else, just to hurt our ego a tiny bit. Okay, so we need to be open to listen to other people's opinions, to other people's ideas, and really be careful not to be closed-minded. Okay, and then we need to realize that freedom, true freedom, because Sagittarius, you try to put Sagittarius in a box. You try to put Sagittarius in some kind of restrictive situation. They are going to go crazy, okay? Because Sagittarius does not like restriction. So we want to realize that yes, we don't want outside circumstances to restrict us. That's okay, but we also have to realize that we are creating those outside circumstances, that we are creating circumstances and situations where we can grow and transform. So when we, in the Sagittarius energy, if we realize that nothing outside of ourselves is controlling us or restricting us in any way, but we take the responsibility to say, no, I am the creator of my own life. So if this situation is here that is trying to restrict me, then we need to take it as a sign, as a signal that maybe we need to proactively restrict, because true freedom comes from restricting our ego. When we're proactive and we show restriction in the area of our ego and not being reactive, that's where true freedom comes. Freedom starts within. Freedom starts here. Freedom starts here. And then the outside circumstances will change. So focus inwardly and restrict your ego. We want to slow down. It's a fire sign. Sagittarius is a fire sign. It doesn't stop long enough to think about things. It's constantly moving. It's thinking all the time about everything, but it's doing it in movement. And to stop and to go within and say, okay, Creator, what would you have me do in this situation? Slow down. And also, fire signs do this very often, that those around you need time to catch up. We just can't go through this world ramming through everyone, recklessly, just doing our own thing. We have to stop long enough to make sure those around us are going to catch up and that we go together, okay? Sagittarius likes to be solo. They're a lone wolf, They don't really like to have other people's opinions. They don't really, they believe in themselves so much. They have such a huge, belief in their capabilities. Rightfully so. They are usually right. They are usually on target with what they're doing. But it's not just that aspect of it. It's how we go about doing things in life. If you're going about doing things in life by running over other people and not considering other people and being reckless, then it doesn't matter if you have the right solution to the problem. It's not going to be blessed. Okay, so Sagittarius has to slow down. We are asked today, because we are all in this energy today, so we are being asked to slow down. Take others into consideration. Let the others be heard. Okay? We have to learn to practice forgiveness today. Those people who maybe have done us wrong, or maybe in our eyes they lied to us. Sagittarians do not like lies. They are very direct and very honest, brutally honest, okay? Which is another point. We have to remember to forgive those other people, because sometimes they're doing the best they can with the situation that they have. They just don't maybe tick like us. They don't think like us, and that's okay. They make mistakes. We're going to have to forgive their mistakes. We're going to have to remember that everyone is allowed to go through their process with no judgment, okay? So don't be judgmental today. Forgive those people, help them out, lend a helping hand, and bring them further in their process by being non-judgmental, okay? When I said that practice forgiveness, slow down, this high expectations. Sagittarians this was going to get back to. First, the truth. The Sagittarians will tell you the truth and they will be extremely direct about it, okay? But is that really giving? Why are we telling somebody something? What are we trying to achieve with that? We have to stop long enough to see what's my intent. Am I just wanting to tell so that I get it off my chest and I feel better? That's egoistic. Or am I wanting to tell somebody a certain truth so that they can change? And then we have to first see, is that even a vessel that will receive what I have to give them? You know, so often we go through life just giving people our opinions, giving people our truths, and it's not appreciated. They don't want it. They didn't ask for it, okay? So this Sagittarius energy is all about, well, I've got to speak my truth, my egoism. Nobody asked for your opinion. Nobody asked for your truth. Nobody asked you. And that's where we have to stop ourselves and first ask ourselves, is this opinion asked for? Is this truth asked for? Is this viewpoint wanted? Okay, so pause, ask yourself honestly that. Ask the person that you're speaking to, am I allowed to share something for you right now? They might say yes, or they may say no. You're going to have to live with whatever they say. But this directness can be positive if it's used in love. Sagittarians have got to love more, show more empathy, more compassion, see other people, not just themselves, their ideas, their viewpoints, but take into consideration other people's ideas and viewpoints. You're going to recognize that these fire energies are similar to some point. We talked about Leo energy on day 5, you know. It's also a fire energy, and Leos also have these challenges, okay? So they differ a bit, but your fire energy is going to be more egoistic, okay? So high expectations. Sagittarians have high expectations of themselves and high expectations of others. So what does that mean for us today? Where are we putting our high expectations on others? Maybe our children, maybe our coworkers, maybe our employees. Where am I putting high expectations on others? And then go to yourself. Where am I putting those high expectations upon myself? And is it fair? No, it's never fair, okay? To have high expectations is a positive trait when it's in balance. We are all human. We're all going through our process. So love, this love, love, love. Sagittarians have to learn to love themselves. Don't put too much pressure on themselves. Love others. Don't put too much pressure on others, okay? And I'll tell you what, if you put too many high expectations on yourself and on others, it's setting them up to disappoint you, and it's setting yourself up to disappoint yourself, because that's not love. That's not what the Creator does. The Creator doesn't put high expectations on us and then when we fail say, you know, well, you're just a loser. Okay, no, that's not what happens. That's not how we want to be treated, and that's not how we should treat others, okay? So expectations, take them down. Just let things flow. Don't put pressure on things or on people or on yourself. So impulsiveness. Sagittarius energy is very impulsive. What are you doing today where you really need to stop and think and maybe leave for tomorrow? Because to be impulsive today to go against this impulsiveness is what the universe is asking of you today, okay? And then idealism. Sagittarians, they see everything. They have such huge visions, and that's good. They get a lot done. but how grounded is your vision? What practical steps are you going to take to actually put that vision into practice? What group of people do you need around you? What other energies? You know, having just the ideas and having just the vision is one thing, but you have to have some perseverance. And Sagittarians, perseverance is not a quality that they possess. So what partners are you going to get into the boat in order to give you that perseverance, in order to stick to one thing and to see it through step by step by step without getting bored? Okay? So that is something we're looking at today. What can we do? What practical steps can we do to put the vision within us, this burning, this passion within our hearts, into practice today? Take those practical steps towards bringing that vision to the world. Okay. Good. So I guess we went over everything today. You guys have a lot of energy coming in today, a lot of opportunities to make some amazing changes. And every step of the way, just remember the pause and remember the love. Pause and ask yourself, is this thing I'm about to say loving and uplifting? Is this thing I'm about to do loving and uplifting? Is this thing okay? Always ask yourself, always use the pause today and ask yourself, is this truly loving, and does it serve others, and does it bring light into the world? I wish you guys an amazing, powerful, fiery day with lots and lots of love.